This is Chapter 25, Module 1, Intro to the Digestive System. The learning objectives of this module are 1. Identify the organs of the digestive system and list their major functions, and 2. Describe the functional histology of the digestive tract. The digestive tract is a long muscular tube that is also called the gastrointestinal or GI tract, or the alimentary canal. It extends from the oral cavity to the anus, passing through the pharynx or throat, esophagus, stomach, and small and large intestines. Each area of the digestive tract plays a distinct role in acquiring nutrients from the environment that can be used by the cells of the body to produce energy. The oral cavity, including the teeth and tongue, function to mechanically process food and moisten and mix food with secretions from the salivary glands. The pharynx, or the throat, is where muscular propulsions send the ingested material into the esophagus. In the esophagus, the bolus of food will be transported to the stomach. The stomach is an organ where chemical and mechanical breakdown of the food bolus occurs. The muscular contractions of the stomach mechanically break down these substances, while chemicals and enzymes break down these substances further. The small intestine is a long tube where enzymes digest the materials further and where absorption of water, organic substrates, vitamins, and ions occur. The large intestine is a muscular tube larger in diameter than the small intestine where further enzymatic digestion takes place. Accessory organs of the digestive system also aid digestion. The salivary glands secrete a lubricating fluid containing enzymes that starts the breakdown of carbohydrates. The liver secretes bile that is important for the digestion of lipids, as well as stores nutrients and many other vital functions. The gallbladder stores and concentrates the bile from the liver. And the pancreas plays an important exocrine role by secreting buffers and digestive enzymes. Ultimately, there are 6 functions of the digestive system: ingestion, mechanical processing, digestion, secretion, absorption, and excretion. Ingestion is the process where materials enter the digestive tract via the mouth. Mechanical processing is the crushing and shearing motions that makes material smaller and easier to propel along the digestive tract. Digestion is the chemical breakdown of food into small organic fragments that can be absorbed by the digestive epithelium. Secretion is the release of water, acids, enzymes, buffers, and salts by the epithelium of the digestive tract and by glandular organs that aids the digestive process. Absorption is the movement of organic substrates, electrolytes, vitamins, and water across the digestive epithelium and into the interstitial fluid of the digestive tract. Excretion is the removal of waste products from the body. These waste products will be packaged in the digestive tract into feces, which will then be eliminated from the body through a process called defecation. The digestive tract is lined with a serous membrane called the peritoneum. The visceral peritoneum covers organs within the peritoneal cavity, and the parietal peritoneum lines the inner surfaces of the body wall. The peritoneal cavity is a portion of the abdominal cavity and the upper pelvic cavity. Peritoneal fluid is produced by the serous membrane lining, and it provides essential lubrication and allows a sliding of digestive organs without friction or irritation. About 7 liters of peritoneal fluid is produced and absorbed daily, but very little is in the peritoneal cavity at one time. Ascites is an excess peritoneal fluid causing abdominal swelling. Suspended from portions of the digestive tract within the peritoneal cavity are double sheets of peritoneal membranes called the mesenteries. The mesenteries connect the parietal peritoneum and the visceral peritoneum and help to stabilize the positions of attached organs and prevent the intestines from becoming entangled. The mesenteries also provide an access route to and from the digestive tract for the passage of blood vessels, nerves, and lymphatic vessels. One of the mesenteries, called the Lesser Omentum, hangs from the lesser curvature of the stomach. It helps to position the stomach and provides an access route for blood vessels and other structures entering or leaving the liver. Another of the mesenteries is called the Greater Omentum, that forms an enormous pouch between the body wall and the anterior surface of the small intestine. It hangs like an apron from the lateral and inferior borders of the stomach. Adipose tissue in the Greater Omentum conforms to the shapes of surrounding organs, and pads and protects the surfaces of the abdomen and provides insulation to reduce heat loss, as well as stores lipids for energy reserves. The Falsiform Ligament is a structure that helps to stabilize the position of the liver. It connects the anterior abdominal wall with the liver. The falciform ligament extends inferiorly beyond the liver where it becomes the round ligament. The histology of the lining of the digestive tract is similar throughout the long muscular tube of the entire digestive tract. There are 4 major layers of the lining: the mucosa, the submucosa, the Muscularis Externa, and the Serosa. The mucosa is the inner lining of the digestive tract. It is a mucous membrane consisting of an epithelium and a lamina propria that contains blood vessels, nerves, lymphatics, and smooth muscle cells. The mucosal epithelium is either simple or stratified depending on its location, function, and stresses. In the oral cavity, where the mechanical stresses from food, liquids, the teeth, and the tongue are great, the epithelium is stratified squamous. In the stomach, small intestine, and most of the large intestine, where much of the absorption takes place, the epithelium is simple columnar with mucus cells. The lining of the digestive tract folds to increase the surface area for absorption. Some of the folds are longitudinal and will disappear as the digestive tract fills. Some of the folds are permanent transverse folds. The submucosa is a layer of dense, irregular connective tissue that surrounds the mucosal layer. It has large blood vessels and lymphatic vessels and may contain exocrine glands. These exocrine glands secrete buffers and enzymes into the digestive tract. A nerve complex called the plexus of Meissner or submucosal plexus innervates the mucosa and submucosa with both parasympathetic and sympathetic fibers. The Muscularis Externa is a layer dominated by smooth muscle cells. These muscle cells are arranged in two layers, an inner circular layer and an outer longitudinal layer. The muscular externa is involved in mechanical processing and moving material along the digestive tract. The muscularis externa is innervated primarily by the parasympathetic division of the autonomic nervous system. The serosa is the outermost layer of the digestive tract lining. It covers the muscularis externa in all parts of the digestive tract except in the oral cavity, pharynx, esophagus, and rectum. The serosa is considered the visceral peritoneum. Ingested material will be propelled throughout the digestive tract by the muscular layers consisting of smooth muscle tissue. This movement has a rhythmic cycle that is controlled by pacesetter cells. These pacemaker cells undergo spontaneous depolarization, triggering contractions through the entire muscular sheet. These pacesetter cells are located in the smooth muscles of the submucosa and muscularis externa. Waves of these contractions is called peristalsis. Peristaltic contractions move a bolus along the length of the digestive tract. The peristaltic motion is a combined effort between circular muscles behind the bolus and longitudinal muscles ahead of the bolus. When the longitudinal muscles are relaxed, the circular muscles contract behind the bolus, pushing it forward. When the longitudinal muscle ahead of the bolus contracts, this shortens the adjacent segments of the digestive tract. Waves of these contractions forces the bolus forward, much like threading a cord through the waistband of sweatpants. Another type of contraction is segmentation. Segmentation contractions are cycles of contractions that churn and fragment the bolus and mix it with intestinal secretions. Segmentation doesn't follow a set pattern and doesn't push the materials forward. Several local factors control the functions of the digestive system to help coordinate responses to changing conditions. For example, variations in local pH, chemical, or physical stimuli may only affect a portion of the digestive tract. Neural control will help to move material along the digestive tract and will stimulate secretions. Hormones will affect most aspects of digestive function. Hormones are produced by cells in the digestive tract. We will discuss these in a later segment. This ends Chapter 24, Module 1, Intro to the Digestive System.